Hello, my friend. Welcome back. Today, I want to share a very personal story with you. It's about how I improved my English listening and learning. I will tell you the biggest mistake I made when trying to learn English. I thought the secret was memorizing more words, but then something happened. I discovered a psychological trick that changed everything. By the end, you'll know one simple technique used by top language learners and even psychologists that will make English feel less like a subject in school and more like a natural conversation with a friend. Sounds good? Let's begin. When I first started learning English, I felt trapped. I could read words, I could write essays, but when someone spoke to me, my brain froze. Do you know that feeling? When you understand every single word in your head, but your mouth refuses to move. It feels like you're locked inside yourself. I remember one time, in class, my teacher asked me a simple question: "How are you today?" And guess what? I panicked. My heart raced. I wanted to disappear. All I could say was, "Yes, yes," to "How are you?" Everyone laughed. And I laughed too, but deep down it hurt. That moment stayed with me. And maybe you've had moments like this too. Moments when you wanted to speak, but the words didn't come. When you wanted to listen, but everything sounded like noise. I thought, maybe I'm not smart enough. Maybe English is just too hard for me. But here's the truth I discovered later. It wasn't my brain that was broken. It was my method. One day, I stumbled upon a strange idea. A psychology article said, language is not learned. It is absorbed. Absorbed? Like a sponge. Like when you sit in a cafe, hear people talking, and slowly, their words sink into your mind. At first, I didn't believe it. But then, I tested it. Instead of opening my textbook, I opened YouTube. Instead of memorizing grammar rules, I listened to people talking. Real conversations, movies, podcasts, songs. And something incredible happened. Here's the psychology behind it. Our brains are wired for patterns. We don't actually memorize every word we hear. We catch rhythms, intonations, and patterns of speech. Think about it. That a baby doesn't study grammar books. A baby doesn't sit with a dictionary. A baby absorbs the sounds, the emotions, the rhythm. And then, after months of listening, the baby starts speaking. That's exactly what I was missing. I was trying to run before I learned how to walk. I was trying to speak without truly listening. So I flipped the system. I told myself, for the next 30 days, I will not study English. I will live English. I watched English shows with subtitles. I listened to podcasts while walking. I even spoke to myself in the mirror, pretending I was in a movie. At first, it felt silly, but slowly, I started hearing patterns. I noticed how native speakers linked words. I realized that "what are you doing?" often sounded like "what ya doing?" That tiny detail changed everything. Because once you hear the real rhythm of English, your brain naturally starts copying it. But wait, there's something even deeper. Do you know why most people can understand English but can't speak it? It's not lack of knowledge, it's fear. Psychologists call it the spotlight effect, that we believe everyone is watching us, waiting for us to make mistakes. But here's the truth. Most people don't care if your grammar is perfect. They care if you're trying to connect. Once I realized that, I stopped chasing perfection. I stopped rehearsing the perfect sentence. And instead, I focused on connection. That shift from perfection to connection was like unlocking a door in my brain. Suddenly, speaking felt lighter, even fun. And guess what? The more mistakes I made, the faster I learned. Think of learning English like learning to swim. You can read books about swimming. You can memorize every stroke. But until you jump into the water, you won't float. Listening is the water. Speaking is the swimming. At first, you'll swallow water. You'll panic. But little by little, your body learns the rhythm until one day, you're not drowning anymore. You're swimming freely. That's how English felt for me. Messy at first, embarrassing at times, but slowly, it became natural. And here's the fun part. Every mistake I made was like a push forward. Every time I said something wrong and got corrected, my brain remembered it better. So mistakes stopped being scary. They became my teachers. Now, here's the technique I promised you. It's called the shadow method. Here's how it works. Pick a short video in English, maybe 1 minute long. Play it. Listen carefully. Play it again. This time, repeat every word with the speaker, not after, not before, at the same time, like a shadow. Keep doing this every day with different clips. Why does this work? Because you're training your brain to copy rhythm, intonation, and speed, not just words. You're absorbing English the same way babies absorb their first language. Try it for just 10 minutes a day, and in 30 days, you'll be shocked at how much smoother your listening and speaking become. So here's the real secret. Improving your English is not about being perfect. It's about being brave enough to listen, to speak, and yes, to make mistakes. Every time you listen, you plant a seed. Every time you speak, you water it. And one day, without even realizing it, you'll look back and say, wow, I can actually do this. That day is coming for you too. If it happened to me, it can happen to you. Remember, every time you watch, listen, and practice, you're one step closer to the confident English speaker you dream to be.